Hello everybody, this is Nick speaking. Welcome back to another episode of Dino's World. As you can tell by some of the things I have here in my storage room, last episode we went and defeated the Ender Dragon, which was kind of awesome, and we got a few cool little things, like the dragon head over here. Hi, my name is Joel. I am a dragon. Okay. Then we got the egg over there and some shulker boxes. Yeah, just a few of them. And today, well, we got this thing as well called an elytra. And my goal is over the next episode or two is going to be to get that to the point where I can use it completely. I've also now got infinity on my bow, so arrows are not really an objective anymore as something we necessarily need, just something that is good to still have around. So just going to leave one in my inventory. We're going to stick the rest in here. Do have some swords that can get combined up to a nice, better sword when I get some levels. Same with the extra pick over here too. So those will be kind of nice when we do get those in. And then yeah, that's just then this will probably be if we ever get find a skeleton thing, well, that will be a great sword for that. So yeah, that's kind of my thing, but obviously with the elytra, there is a best way of flying, which is gunpowder and paper. So I have a decent amount of gunpowder. I mean, okay, can make 35 rockets with it. It's not that bad. But, as you may have guessed, we don't really have much sugarcane, which is where this box comes in. Yes, this is a box with contents in it. You might be seeing, okay, there's a whole bunch of minecarts up here, some of that stuff, and so yeah, the goal is going to be for us to make a sugarcane farm. And at first I was thinking, hey, let's put it here in the starter cave, because that might be... Well, actually, you know what? I think we are going to put it down here in the starter cave. I mean, it's not really that much going to be that big of a farm, and it is kind of just going to... So it's just going to be kind of to get us going as far as rockets and stuff. So yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, it does make a lot of sense to put that down here in the starter cave area, and I do want this to be visible farm, so I'm thinking, do we actually have enough room here right on this wall here? Back here behind the storage room? Yeah, I suppose then that just kind of will feed into like a chest over here or something, and then we just have a designated area for sugarcane over here. Yeah, I think that would actually work out pretty well. Now, if you don't know, there is another entrance over this way, and it's night out now, so... but who cares? We're underground. But yeah, so we do have this other little area back here where we can do stuff in. There's also, obviously, this route over here. This is definitely a long enough wall. Yeah, you could definitely put it over here too. That would be a big enough spot for it as well. Or, even this side would be big enough, but, it's just one of those things we kind of have to decide a spot to put it in, and there's not really too many of them right now. See, I don't know what's going to happen with this, though, because this is kind of like a steep slope, and yeah, so I don't want to go over that way yet, so yeah, definitely probably the best spot to put it will be over here in this quadrant, so I'm going to do a little bit of digging here so I have enough room cleared to actually work on this. And yes, I have Silk Touch now, so 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need to go one more this way. Actually, this is perfect because that's the exact height of the farm 2 here. And one more back should do it for us. And there we go. Okay, let's put our sugar box down here. Now, as you can tell, this is kind of going to be our wall here. Then we have the sugarcane, and then this is a wall back here again. Although this wall needs some important things in it, so do need to go a little bit further back on this upper 2. The bottom one actually does not need to, which seems kind of weird, but that's how this design is made. And as far as light, I guess we'll just do that and do this over here and just do that. So there we go. Because this area is going to be covered over pretty quickly. Now we've got, and yes, I decided we're going to do this on spruce wood planks, so we've got those there. We've got the redstone here. Now, this is not going to really need to be accessible past that. These are pistons here going across. And then above those we have observers. Now I think, no, those face the incorrect direction to begin with, so we do need to be back here to place those in. Okay, so glad I know that. And we're going to need a way out, so we'll go like that. And observer, piston on this side. There we go. And now we place in the wood back here with the redstone on it. That's always important. And yes, this, as you can tell, it does activate all the redstone at once. So now that's literally this back part done. We can close that up, put some smooth stone here. I'm going to actually just do the design of this as smooth stone and do some over here. Now, there is the next part, which is this all needs to be gravel in here, and this is going to be the water. So it's hidden water source. And speaking of water sources, I only have one of those. Yeah, we need a little more water for this. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Whoops. Okay, well, let's go grab some water. Oh, hi, Enderman. Hi, Ender Butt. You gonna die. You went into my house. Okay. He's gonna come back, isn't he? Oh, you know he is going to come back and he is going to be angry for sure. That is totally going to be a thing. And you know what? Because of things, let's get a second bucket here because we can right now. And then then if we ever need to make an infinite water source in the future, we've got one. There we go. So that's our infinite water source now. Now comes the tricky part. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need the hoppers. Hoppers actually go one layer lower than this. So 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see, this is going to be the fun part of all of this, is that this needs to go down here. So, yeah, our chest will go into that little slot over here. There we go, there's our double chest. We get some hoppers that go into these locations, like that one. Put a stone there. And then as we come out here, 8. Now, This looks like it's gonna be weird how this ends up working, but so like that, yep, like that. We have minecart hoppers. Oh, you've already got one. And one more. There we go. Now we've got this rail. Oh good, it does go the right way. Now, what we need to do is we need to put minecarts on all these things, and we just push them into place. So, the thing with the water is it actually helps a little bit to push it into place. So, basically, all I need to do now is push all these into the water, and then we put the gravel on top of it. That allows it so that the sugar can get picked up easily, and we don't really have to worry too much about... Whoa, okay, rail. Yep, rail goes in here. Good. And you? You didn't go in? Why are you... You are really not in place. You need to get into place. No. Bad. Bad minecart. Don't make me break... Okay, you're getting broken. Yep, you got broken. Okay, let's try that one again. So I have more, so... Oh, you do not want... Okay. Totally didn't see that one coming. Okay, come on. Get into your spots already. You know what, we're just starting over. Eh. Oh, two of them still have it. Okay. Like, what happened to them? Okay. Whew. Sorry, this is very riveting commentary, I know. I am amazing at doing riveting commentary. Minecart. There you go. You went in right. Good job. Okay. And actually, you know what? I did this in a tutorial before. Technically. It's probably the only one I've ever done. Yeah, it's just you need to push the minecart at the exact velocity so it goes directly in. And then if you line them all up right, that one's probably going to give me a problem, isn't it? We'll find out. Okay. Yep. There we go. Okay, well, you're in your right spot, so that one was in. Let's redo this one. There we go. You. And one more. Hey, look at that. Bad? Bad minecart? Yes, there you go. Okay. So now we've established our minecarts, so now all we do is put gravel on top of every single one of them. And then our sugarcane goes... I thought sugarcane could go on gravel. Sugarcane not go on gravel. Does it only grow on sand? I swore it grew on both. Sand and gravel. And there is a water block there, so... Fortunately, that doesn't really do anything to it. Okay, so let's put sand on top of all of these. Except for, let's not put one there. Good job, Nick. Water, thank you. You need to go back here, so you don't flow. And then we need to grab that one. Nope, not you. want to grab that one. Is the game not going to let me grab that one? The game is really not going to let me grab that one. Okay, there we go. Thank you. You go there, and you go back there. Now, there you go. See? Sugarcane. Okay, so apparently we found something new out. I thought sugarcane could grow on gravel, but apparently it's not able to. And then it just kind of needs something for it to hit up against. So in my design, I choose glass, and I know, yeah, the glass texture is not the best, but as you can tell, that's basically the farm done. All at this point, all it needs to do now is get the sugarcane grows, and then when one of them hits the third row, the observer sees it, fires all the pistons across, and everything just falls directly down into the hoppers and into the chest here. So there you go, quick little redstone. And we really don't need the shulker box now. At least not immediately. So yeah, that actually wasn't that long of a project. So yeah, we've got a little bit more time to go here. So yeah, there's other little projects around here that need to be done too. So that wasn't like, hey, this is our entire plan for the entire episode, because this isn't going to take that long. It really didn't. I mean, it's mostly just push the minecarts into place and then do these things. So yeah. Next step for me is, well, I kind of, okay, I do have a little bit of iron, but yeah, bones or gunpowder, both of those are things I would love more, to get more of it. And obviously right now we don't have a very good income for those, so, well, that's kind of a little bit of a problem to not have the incoming for those things. So what I want to do next is see if we can try to find a witch hut, because that will be our gunpowder source. And we're probably going to end up making a farm out of it at some... Actually, I don't know. Do I... You know what? I'll be back. Alright, so I am back, and I don't know how many of you guys are going to remember this over here, but this was meant to be a villager breeder that I never actually started doing anything with because, well, this guy and this guy aren't really yeah, they have big noses. I know. I know. Big noses are a thing for you apparently, but yeah, you have a big nose, okay? Okay, glad we've situated that. Okay, so anyways, you might be noticing that these guys haven't produced any little villagers or anything along those lines. So I think part of the problem is where I have this farm. It's way out of the way from everything else I have, and, well, yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. So part of my plan is going to be, I want to get these villagers from over there in the village back over to the spawn chunks area, which is actually not that far. Our spawn chunks are basically centered right around 0, 0, which in this world, which actually was kind of interesting when I originally spawned in. It's like The world spawn point is literally like right at 0, 0 almost. So kind of actually made kind of an interesting sort of thing because that's very rare for it to happen. Yeah, as you can see, the sign right over here, that is our world spawn point. So yeah, I mean, literally, world spawn point is like 0, 0 basically. So gotta remember, spawn chunks, it does stretch out that way a bit. It stretches out into the hill over here and off into the distance that way quite a bit. So it's also why, if I remember right, you don't find any spawners or anything down in this area because I think um, for spawners and that, I think if the spawn chunks are actually not allowed to have anything like that in them. I might be wrong on that, but I do notice from time to time that it's like, well, there's not really much else for them to go. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, my idea is the villager farm needs to come over here. I want to get mending books, you know, because they're very important. So, yeah, I think that is actually what I'm going to be doing here. And I don't know if I want to put like right. See, I don't know if because I also want to do an iron farm at some point, and obviously having a villager breeder right here will be amazing when we start the iron farm, which would be right here as well. Although I see that's just it. The villages need to be far enough away that they don't interfere with one another. So maybe my villager breeder should go like hmm. I don't know where it's gonna go. Because I was kind of thinking the iron farm is definitely going to be in the spawn chunks. Can keep it loaded by a chicken egg thing, or not. It doesn't really matter all that much, but yeah, basically, iron farm is probably going to go here in this area over here along the path. So then we'll probably have like some buildings or I don't know what's going to be in here. We're gonna kind of run down this way, and then I'm thinking actually the villager breeder should maybe go like actually right in this blank area here, which I've been using to farm trees quite a bit lately. So yeah, I think that seems like a good plan to go through here. So I'm thinking we'll probably just get the villagers moved over here this episode, and then in the next one, we'll worry about actually getting the villagers that are over here into a farm, because, yeah, I don't really have much in the way on that kind of thing yet, um, so there's a way to transport them. We got minecarts, things, I guess, not very many. Yeah, see, 10 rails. I don't think 10 rails is going to be enough. So I'm gonna have to make some rails and I'll be back in just a moment. So I am back, and as you can kind of see from where we are right now, the villagers are over to the area of their final village farm thing. And well, for villagers to do things, they need to be villagers. So basically, at this point, we are ready to build that farm, but that is going to have to wait for the next episode because I am actually out of time today. So, whoops, that's not the ending I wanted. We're going to take off into the next episode. If you enjoyed this one, please make sure to leave a like and Make sure to subscribe as well if you want to see more of this series or other ones. And this cow's out of place. So there we go. That's going to do it for today. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.